Overwhelming Athletics. Today we're going to give you 2 key exercises that are really going to help you keep IT band away and at bay this season for your upcoming cycling, running, triathlon. It doesn't matter. It affects all of you guys. Now, there are a few different reasons why IT band can get in there, but we're going to talk about one of the main principal reasons, which is this instability at the hip. Sometimes when we lose a little connection in the midline, that belly, that core is not really firing, my hip drops, and when my hip drops on one side, my whole knee and ankle collapses in like this. And so sometimes it could happen really fast or over hundreds of steps. Think about how many steps you take if you run 10, 15, 20, 30 miles a week. That knee just collapses in all the time, and all of a sudden this outside IT band gets super irritated. So one of the things that we want to tackle is how do we create and build more stability at the hip up here. Now, there are 2 things that we can work on for this thing, and these are where these exercises come from. The first one is going to be our little lateral side step with the band. The second one is going to be a reverse lunge to build a little bit more strength and power and force with that thing. All right, so with those lateral sidewalks, one of the things that we're really trying to activate are these hip external rotators, specifically our glute medius, some of those other muscles. They're really big in any kind of physical therapy setting. A lot of endurance athletes, they're just not very strong because we're so used to moving linearly that we don't get any of this lateral support that a lot of athletes naturally get from just changing direction very quickly. When we lose that ability, all of a sudden we lose that stability as well. So that's why this is such a key thing. Great way to wake these things up. We get that band around our legs. We loop it over, we can cross our hands there, and we're going to do some lateral steps in one direction. It could be anywhere from 3 to 5 feet, upwards of 10 to 15 feet, and then I go back the other way. I want to make sure that as I'm going that my shoulders and everything aren't rocking too much. I'm staying nice and quiet. All that work is happening from my legs. All right, now we've gotten our little lateral side steps and done, taken care of. And these have woken these muscles up and gotten to strengthen them a little bit. But as I always say, there's a huge gap between these doing these little hip side steps and being powerful and strong at mile 20 of a marathon in an Ironman. So how do we bridge this gap? Well, we bridge this gap with some of our bigger movement that we see in the gym. And the thing that we're going to really hit today is going to be our reverse lunge. I really like a reverse lunge because it loads our hip in the same way that we like to load our hips and hamstrings and our squats and our deadlifts. You can see earlier videos I've done on that, and it really gets that posterior chain, those hamstrings and those glutes firing really well. I first just start my reverse lunge with no weight at all. Do I have that movement down? Can I step back, keep that shin nice and vertical? Once I have that, I'm ready to add a little bit of load, and I can start with either a pair of dumbbells or kettlebells, whatever I have. If you have that done and you want a little additional challenge, get a little bit more load, add a barbell. Get your bar set up like a squat rack, get that bar racked on your back there, and now all of a sudden I can get a little bit more load than I can just carry my hands for a much more challenging reverse lunge. So we've attacked, kept IT band away. We've gone 2 different strategies. We've gone that micro level, just trying to build and wake up those little stabilizers and external rotators. If you've never really woken them up before, those little lateral side steps are going to be just the ticket for you. If you have that and you want to build your ability to hold this for a longer time, we need to challenge our hips by increasing the range of motion, increasing the load that we put on our body so that we're able to build that strength, that requirement to be able to hold that for longer periods of time. We do that with the reverse lunge, and it doesn't matter if you're a beginner athlete or you're at the professional level. We're all just trying to go out there, enjoy this thing, train, be happy, healthy, live the endurance lifestyle. These 2 things are going to help you do that. Catch you next week.
Go, 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 and on the count of 3, go, 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 go.